I'll just start over here with you if that's okay.
Yep. I would say probably one of the hardest things was having my body communicate with my eyes.
Yeah.
I feel like just looking and your body going the same way as your bike is harder than it sounds. But like you said, trusting you guys, the instructors, and you guys keeping us accountable. I think I was able to help me sort of overcome that somewhat.
Yep.
I don't have it perfected, of course, but I think that definitely helped me to trust myself and my more.
Excellent. Cool. Well, thank you for coming. Did you enjoy the day today?
Awesome.
Was there value in what you learned today?
Everything.
All right. Wonderful. Glad to hear it. Mike?
I continue to struggle with looking where I'm supposed to be going.
Yep.
So it's a matter of mental discipline every time I get on the course to say, okay, before I go through those cones, I need to remember where I'm looking and not look down at the cone.
Yeah. Honestly, it's still a struggle for me too. And whereas I'm out here each weekend, there are moments where I want to put my foot down. And I have to remind myself, more throttle, let clutch out a little bit more, and just ride it out. It will pull the bike up. It's a hard thing to overcome. It takes a lot of practice. These are perishable skills. Nancy?
That's probably my biggest struggle is not putting my foot down.
Yeah.
Because I rely on that all the time.
Yeah.
And after we got through the last one, I just came back here and did this one again like it's nothing. And I did that turn right there like it's nothing.
Yeah.
So, improved.
That's awesome. Were you happy with today?
Yes,
One.
absolutely. Blast.
Glad to hear it. Good. Yourself?
I guess getting into the groove of going through the cones and really feeling that motion and that maneuvering and just being able to work through the drills and
Right.
getting through and working and practicing on those corners.
What did you enjoy the most today?
I think the pace is good.
Yep.
I think it's encouraging, and I think it's where you're doing like the one-on-one.
Mm-hmm.
The coaching that's superb.
Wonderful. Would you come back?
I'm hoping to come back.
All right.
Hoping that, yeah, I do want to come back.
Oh, wonderful. Awesome.
Absolutely.
How about yourself?
Yeah, I certainly am leaving here with better skill than I had coming in. I'd like to personally work more on the tight turns. I'm still struggling with that a little bit. I think a lot of just geometry between.
Right.
I want the arms. Lunch was good too, the Reuben. But yeah, no, good stuff, and I'd definitely do it again for sure.
Okay. Great. Great. How about yourself?
I'm struggled through the cones, but you taking me out, slowing me down with the friction control,
Yep.
I really think that was a struggle for me.
Okay.
Being behind you, out on the back there, and through the cones, that was like the best.
All right. Cool.
I really want to come back, try and get past more than the first part of
Yeah.
the training.
Well, we'd love to have you back, and I'm glad to hear that that you want to come back too.
Oh, definitely
You know.
want to come back. I think I'd like to say I came back with more confidence, but I really didn't. I took out every cone you put out there.
Well, we were talking earlier that these are perishable skills, and like when we take a lunch, it's amazing how much how stiff we've gotten since just that half an hour, 45-minute lunch break, and then coming back into it. It's like starting all over again. This is why it's really important to continue practicing these skills when you're out there. So if you find yourself a parking lot, just feel free to just go ahead and turn those bars back and forth. You don't need a cone to do that. Just get comfortable with turning those bars and dancing with that motorcycle all over again. Practice the U-turns like Eric was saying. Take 3 parking spaces and try to make it within 3 parking spaces, and then close it in when you can. What about yourself?
You guys do a great job with everything, just the way it's laid out and just coaching everybody all the way through the way that you go through the steps and stuff. I learned a lot, so
Yeah.
definitely improved when I came.
What was your largest challenge you'd say here today?
Like most, I think, just trust, picking your head up. I've always had a problem with that, and keeping my head down.
Right.
And keep my head up and trust that my arms are going to do what my head's telling me.
Yeah. Right. And what do you think your biggest success was today?
Doing figure 8 was great.
That's cool, isn't it?
Yeah, that was really
Great. Look for the video of you and I in the figure 8 together. It'll be out there. You can always save image as, okay? How about yourself?
Every time I ride with my wife, she always says, "Look where you're going."
Yeah.
A hell of a lot easier to say than to do it with your brain.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I struggle with. I think it's
Yes.
And I just wasn't looking where I was supposed to go. But yeah, definitely, once I trained my brain to do that.
Success was in it, right? It was there for you?
Absolutely.
That's good. Awesome. Awesome. Biggest challenge of the day was focusing as far as where your eyes, your head and eyes should be. And when you constantly remind yourself, then at that point your success was heads and eyes where they were supposed to be at that point, right? Awesome. How about yourself, Sean?
Well, the heads and eye thing is, I find that to be absolutely right. You've got to have, you got your three things. You have your clutch, you have your gas, and you have your brake. And my brain doesn't like to think of that many things all at once.
Right, yeah.
So I'm usually forgetting one of them.
Yeah.
And it's usually the looking.
And the looking thing,
Yeah.
when I start to struggle, when I realize that I missed one of those areas, either let off of a clutch or let off of a gas, whatever, then I'm not looking where I'm going.
Right.
And I'm usually going where I'm going. That was an eye opener. I mean, I knew it,
Yeah.
but today I really knew it.
Good.
And the one thing that I think that I was really happy with myself, I had a mental block of getting that steering wheel all the way over so it hit.
Right.
And I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it to the left. I still can't do it to the right.
Yeah.
But today I did it to the left multiple times without fear.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. There are a lot of people that are not comfortable locking those handlebars left or right. And when you get comfortable with doing it, it's amazing what you can do. Especially with that 90-degree pullout. When you start comfortable with those. It's hard though. It's hard. I'm telling you, it's a money winner at the parking lots. How about yourself?
Obviously, I was humbled by the experience.
Yeah.
Nearly as skilled as I thought I was.
All right.
Lots of practice.
Yeah.
A lot of skills. The whole, like you said, walk the walk.
Yeah.
Really difficult to get the feet into your head.
What do you feel was your biggest success today?
Finally doing the frickin' U-turn.
Awesome. Awesome. It's the most applicable, you're going to use the U-turn and the quick stop more than anything else. And understanding, heads and eyes when you go to do that U-turn will enable you, because you're going to use it in parking lots, you'll use it in roads. Instead of now looking for, a parking lot where you can go turn around in, or a road you can take a left or a right in to make that turn, you know that if traffic's clear, you can make that road in a 24-foot turn. Yeah. Awesome. How about yourself?
I thought it was really good practice. Obviously came in knowing a lot, but
Yeah.
it's always...
Well, first of all, you're certified and you're an instructor in what?
Massachusetts and pretty much any of the MSF curriculum.
Yeah.
So just kind of learning all the basics to advanced stuff MSF has to offer. But
Right.
the slow speed stuff is taught through it, but today was more like focus on it.
Right.
I've done similar things, but this is definitely a different experience.
Okay.
New bike, which was awesome to learn on that one.
Yeah, right.
I've never really been able to lock this one down and get out here and practice it, and I feel like you can always learn. And I'm glad to see different teaching styles and
Yeah.
stuff I can bring maybe to my teaching. And,
Oh, cool.
And just getting out and figuring out different ways of doing it.
What was the funnest thing you got to do here today?
Most fun
Yeah.
was over there in the circles, just being able to kind of ride around and get to kind of challenge yourself throughout the figure eights.
Right.
Then hop over to the 90, get frustrated, then come back around.
Yeah.
Feel about something that I just did, and then
Right.
going through, and it just was a lot of fun just to practice the skills that I already knew how to do,
Yeah.
but put them towards different exercises and really see how the fundamentals stay the same,
Right.
but progress as the level gets harder.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you.